Welcome back to Maths with Mrs. J. We've been talking about logarithms, and in our previous video we talked about working out logs to base 10 on our calculator. In this video I'm going to do just a few examples where we don't have base 10 but it is relatively easy to work out and we don't need a calculator. Let me just show you this first one here. Remember what I said about the fact that a log really means the index. So if I say log of 9 to base 3, what I'm really saying is what do I raise 3 to get me 9? So we can rewrite 9 as 3 squared, and then obviously what do I raise 3 to give me 3 squared? The answer is of course 2. Let's have a look at our next one. 0.2, well that's 1/5, isn't it? Now, how do I write 1/5 as 5 to the something? Remember our negative indices? Negative indices give you the reciprocal. So this is 5 to the -1. So this answer here will be -1. What do I raise 5 to give me 5 to the -1? The answer is -1. This one here, don't be scared off by the fact that it's dealing with x's. Let's just use our index laws. Well, x is x to the 1. Let's just put brackets around this. Cubed root of x means x to the 1/3, doesn't it? So what we've really got here is x to the 1 plus 1/3, which is 4/3. So the answer here is obviously, what do I raise x to give me x to the 4/3? Well, it'll be 4/3. Or you could write it as 1 1/3. Now, the limitations of this method will start to become apparent with example 4 here. What do I raise 4 to give me 32? Now, 32 is not an integer power of 4. However, we know that 4 is 2 to the something and 32 is also a power of 2. What I would do until I've taught you the change of base rule is to say, well, let that be A, and we'll go about it in the normal index situation that we would have done before in our index topic, when we would have been solving that 4 to the A is 32. So we would have had a situation like that when we were doing our indices. And the way we solved that was by writing both sides with the same base. 4 is, of course, 2 squared. 32 is, of course, 2 to the 5. You multiply these indices here. Once you've got both sides with the same base, you can equate the indices. And, of course, you get that A is 5/2. Now, in the next video, I will be talking about the change of base rule, which will enable us to solve this one without having to go back to index notation. So just bear with me for that one.